think.
And what makes you think that's the deep sea skate? Is it those denticles? Is the pattern of the denticles, or what is it?
The roughtail have those also. That one's a bit of a lighter color. The roughtail are usually quite dark gray or tending to black. And the shape of its nose, it had a really wide rostrum. And the size of it also, the roughtails don't get as large.
Looks like a sponge, a dead sponge there. Maybe a heterocony.
And a couple of dead faria too.
Yeah. See if they've seen any heterocony before. I hadn't seen one when I was on just watching. See if anybody on the science chat knows if they saw any dead sponges or dead heterocony before.
Lisa's saying they saw lots of dead ones, but no live ones on the last watch.
It's interesting.
Liz, did you mention large eyes as one of the adaptations to the deep sea?
No, I didn't talk about the light at all, and the fact that there isn't much light down here. And no, tell us, Erica, about the large eye adaptations. They just gather, there's lots of light adaptations actually down here. There's having large eyes so that whatever light is there, you can snag it. Having really sensitive eyes. Some give up completely, and really they have vestigial eyes, and most of their sensing is done by smell or things like lateral lines. Some things in the deep sea generate their own light, so they have photophores, and there's a lot of reasons to have photophores.
Is that a sponge or a coral going off to the right?
Oh, I don't know. And since we're on transect, we can't stop. Well, I'm sure we'll see another one.
Yeah, those guys, the little red brittle star or something else.
I think it's a crinoid.
Okay.
Like close to related. Another adaptation, I think, for fishes in the deep is their body shapes are really well suited for kind of the sinusoidal eel-like movement, which is just really more energetically efficient than more movement based on pectoral fins and other stuff like that. So you see they all move really slowly with their big bodies in a sinusoidal kind of harmonic way.
Yeah.
Is this Ben again?
Yeah.
Can we go around Ben. And just early morning Ben? Yay. 4 to 8. Whoop whoop. Can we go around and do some introductions just so we all know who's talking to each other?
Yeah, we're about halfway through this transect. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm Ben Gracian, and I'm a navigator and mapper on the Nautilus.
I'm Jess Sandoval, part of the ROV team, Sid and Herc.
Good morning, Kim Wallace, ROV team, watching over Argus this morning.
Good morning, this is Marley, watching over all of our video and audio. This is Mary Dury. I'm data logging.
And V-Link cut out.
Yeah.
And
I think I'm back on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you.
yeah, the timing of that was ridiculous.
Oh,
Yes.
we got everybody but data logger.
Oh, well, I'm Mary Dury. I'm the data logger.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Mary.
And
Who's
I'm
on nav?
Erica. Ben.
Ah, thank you.
And I'm Erica Frew. I work for the Northwest Fishery Science Center. I'm part of their AUV team and I'm here to hopefully collect some corals and sponges.
And I'm Liz Clark. I'm also from the Northwest Fisheries Science Center. We are here for you today. I'm been at the Northwest Fisheries Science Center for, oh good gosh, how long? I think it's now 20 years.
Do you want me to say?
Yeah. And have worked with Erica most of that time. Oh, we're coming up on a coral here, maybe.
Is that a little carnivorous
Erica and
sponge
I
on
have
the bottom?
been, we're
Yeah.
at our desks here at home, doing this virtually. And the navigator and the pilots and the data logger are lucky to be out on the ship. And they're some of the best in the world at doing this. And you'll see that when we start doing a few collections instead of transects. These guys are the top of their field in what they do. So, and Eric and I have been out to sea on the Nautilus before. What year was that, Erica? 2017?
Correct.
And we're happy to be with you again here, even though it's virtually. We are thrilled that we at least are virtually out to sea. Usually Eric and I spend, recently I'd say 30 to 40 days at sea a year. Is that about it, Erica?
It sounds about right.
And I'd hate to tell you how many research cruises I've been on. I think it's well over 100.
Oh.
And been everywhere from the Antarctic to the Arctic to the Arabian Sea. And enjoy every minute of it. Mostly since I've been at the Northwest Fisheries Science Center, part of NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. There's a flatfish going by. What is that, Erica?
Deep sea swole.
Was it? Oh, wow. They're the prettiest of the flatfish, I think. They're kind of party colored.
I kept saying I wanted deep sea swole wallpaper.
Oh,
For a room
that
in my
would be
house.
great. You know, there are people that will make that for you. During the current situation, I've probably been shopping too much online. That's how I know that.
How are we doing on our transect, Ben?
Yeah, we have about 40 meters left.
Copy,
Is
that
thank
that
200.
you.
crab there a red king crab? No. Yes?
That one might be a Lithotes kusai, a scarlet king crab, but I've also seen some of the spiky king crabs, I think they're Neolithotes. They definitely are much spinier than the Lithotes kusai.
Are they called scallop king crab because that's what they forage on, or something morphological?
Scarlet king crab because they're not actually they're more in the family of king crab. They're not the same. I don't think they're the same genus as the king crab up north. Now I'm gonna have to look that up. There are several species of king crab, but they're mostly farther north in Alaska. And we have a couple down here on the west coast that we call king crab. Okay, so red king crab up in Alaska is a Paralithotes, so different genus, but same family.
Got it.
Oh, there's a fiber optic sponge.
Yeah, you can see that.
Or no, it's not. It's a tunicate growing on a spestipluma or something.
It's covering it.
Yeah.
We were seeing a lot of
cobra.
sponges on top of dead corals in earlier dives that were in the Channel Islands National Marine Sanctuary. We're not in the sanctuary right now, but I think we're still in the area, and I'll let, if Lisa's still on, let her tell me if this is still in the area where of a proposed sanctuary, not very far along in the process. It's just in the early stages of potential.
That's what they were saying on the earlier shift. Yes, it's
Is that a
nominated.
Bathypathes?
I believe so. Lisa's saying yes, it's not the nominated Chumash Heritage National Marine Sanctuary. And Chumash are a First Nations tribe in Southern California.
Yes. The leads for this work we're doing now are Lizzie Duncan from the Channel Islands National Marine Sanctuary and Lisa Woonick, who is the policy coordinator for all of the sanctuaries on the West Coast. And we have Lisa still on the science chat. There's a chat room where the scientists are helping us out.
Bamboo coral, Liz?
Wow, that's a tall one.
So it looks like we're just at our target distance of 200 meters. So if you have any interest in collecting any of those, I don't know. But we can call that the end of the transect.
Roger that.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you're listening at home, you can see that we're proceeding kind of along this depth contour. And then our plan is to go up sharply here to some higher areas where we hope we'll see some different communities.
Roger.
We like to sample pretty good distance and get in a lot of different habitat types. We've been diving since, what was it, about 6 p.m. last night, in the same general area. Oh, that's the first rockfish we've seen. What do you got there, Erica?
Long spine thorny head.
And you know that's a long spine because you saw the spine or because of the depth here?
Because of the size and the depth. If we were to see short spines down here, they would be much, much larger.
So short spine and long spine thorny heads.
Can we take a look at the sponge that's just to the left of the lasers real quick?
Yeah, sure.
We don't know a lot about the sponges in this region. So we're always interested in really focusing in on new sponges.
All right, Marley, go ahead.
Sometimes
Lizzie mentioned that she might have seen a, where did it go? Tentorium, one that Abby was looking for.
Could this be it?
That looks a lot like it, yes.
Right, Ben.
Well, I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go collecting, guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to step us back.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you can see that sponges provide habitat for different things. You got a little crab in there. I'm going to put Erica on the spot and ask her.
Sorry.
Oh, I was just apologizing to the crab we're about to displace.
Yeah, I'll have to reset myself.
What do you figure that crab is, Erica?
I can't see the body very well, so could
Maybe
be a
20 meters for that there.
squat lobster.
Pretty pale.
Thanks, Ben. All right, go ahead and come wide, Marley. We'll take a go sit down.
So the ROV is getting itself set up so they can get their manipulators out and grab us a little sample of that sponge there. Tell me again what Abigail Powell, who works with us at the Northwest Fishery Science Center, is our sponge expert, and she's put together a wish list of sponges.
All right, Ben, you want to press stick lock, please?
Yep.
And
Oh,
sorry, guys. So for
Go
this
ahead.
sample here, is a preference to slurp or is there a preference to grab?
I think that's probably a grabber. What do you think, Erica?
I would agree on that. I think
Grabber?
it's pretty tough. If
that.
it is what we think it is.
And
Yeah,
and
it should be
Mary,
really leathery.
great. And Mary, what's the what sample bins do we have open right now?
We have starboard B, C, D, and E open.
Oh, we have a pick of a choice then, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Great. All right.
Mary, what sample
And
number?
so Abby tells us
This is sample
that we
015.
want
In science, did you want another beauty shot of this guy before I take a haircut?
I would love a beauty shot.
All right, Marley, go ahead. I love that trick.
Is that with the tray?
Yeah, so they're racking in and out.
Crab friend came out for
Looks
us.
like something's been munching on that sponge.
Hmm.
Wasn't the squat lobster, was it?
And Mary, is there anything floaty in the starboard bow?
Nope, we should be good.
Roger that. All right, Marley, go ahead and come wide, please. The ROV? Oh, or the sponge. I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Marley, you want to push in there a bit, please? Yeah, science. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but Kim was saying it's on a smaller rock, then maybe we can just grab the whole thing, or we can take a haircut. Also, Marley, the high voltage cabinet went out on the cams there again.
I am leaning toward picking up the rock because how many rocks do we have? Are we going to have a weight problem at all?
No, we'll have a bunch of weights we can drop if we get too heavy. Looks like it's
Okay. What do you think, Eric? I'm leaning toward the rock because there are a lot of people interested in those small invertebrates down here that are covering the rock, and we can get samples of what's living on the rocks too.
Roger that.
What do you think, Erica?
Sounds good. If we have room.
Yeah, Marley, how many rocks we got? Marley, sorry, Mary. My gosh, you know, I'm mixing up my M's this morning.
You can just say data video. We're just robots.
We won't be
Depersonalized.
offended. It looks like we have our scoop with some rocks in there probably, and it looks like the only other rock is in forward A.
Forward A, all right. Try to get this without messing up the sponge here. I like that.
Let's see if that crab exits.
There we go.
Out of there.
Escape.
Don't want that bottom rock if we don't need it. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get rid of this bottom rock if possible. There we go. let's put this here down a little. Oh yeah, good catch there, Kim. All right, I'll take the whole thing, just like this.
Mary's gonna have some brittle stars to process tonight.
We got the crab too, unless it fell off.
Squat
Swam
lobster
off.
went away.
Squat lobster.
Real fast.
Oh man.
I would too if I were him.
Yep.
It was a smart
He
decision.
scooted off.
Do you guys want lasers on this guy?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right. Go ahead and come away there, Marley. Thank you. All right, Mary, we're going to go for a little bit bigger of a slot. So E?
Yep, sounds good.
Jess, while you put that away, I'm going to run down and reset the high voltage camera.
Roger that. Thank you.
I'll be right back.
Data, could I get a sample number on this one?
This is sample number 015.
Thank you.
Try not to smush these sponges. Huh. Well, we'll see. No way to do that one elegantly, was there?
Nice job.
And once we're done getting that tucked away, I'd like to zoom in on that dead sponge, I think is what I'm seeing
Roger that.
there, just in front of us.
Looks similar to the live one.
Actually, Kim, would you mind looking at the minute there real quick? And I'm not sure if you want, but would you be able to zoom in on Marley's set there? Nice.
Is that a bit of live sponge up there at the top edge, do you think, Erica?
Yeah, the rock
It
ledge.
almost looks like something growing on the I think it's behind it. Yeah,
Ah,
a
Thank you,
different
Kim.
rock.
yeah, maybe a Poecilastra or something. And then beyond that rock, what is that?
Are you guys happy with the zoom, or you want to?
Yep, that's great. Thank you. I like to look up close occasionally. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
things that you don't notice.
The yellow, rocky.
And once we're set down, I think, let's look around, make sure there's nothing else here in the department store that we want.
Roger that. All right. Well, are you guys happy
Okay.
here? We can keep moving.
Yep, I think so, Erica.
Yep, sounds good.
Roger.
All right. I think straight ahead of us there, I thought there might be a Bathy Pathy just ahead of us. You guys did some a pirouette earlier on the last dive, didn't you? To get some interesting 3D imagery, or at least something you can develop into 3D imagery. Is that correct?
I think the other watches, I think there were at least two pirouettes to get that structure from motion.
Yeah.
I think maybe also a photo mosaic as well.
I'm wondering if, no, this is probably not big enough. I'm just wondering if this was something worthy of a spin or not.
Yeah, it needs to be pretty tall.
Yeah, usually you want larger features
I don't think
on
this,
it.
Yeah.
Could we get a zoom on the bamboo that's off to the right?
Sure.
Little bamboo giving us the peace sign.
And Bathy Pathy's skeleton.
Hi, Marley, go ahead.
Is that on our list at all, Erica?
I believe it is, but when Meredith was on earlier, she wanted a bigger example, I believe.
Okay.
We passed up
Marley, come wide, please.
these smaller ones.
Okay.
Sure thing. So there's a little egg case over here attached onto the onto the dead sponge. Kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Want to give that a quick zoom?
Oh, sorry, I can't hear you guys on shore again, I think.
Uh-oh.
I hear you.
Hold up.
Just a little quiet.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Good.
Looks like nobody's home in that one.
Marley, want to do a quick zoom? Interesting. All right, go ahead and come wide, please.
It's probably one of these deep sea skates, like the one we saw earlier.
Those egg cases have little tendrils on the end of them that attach them to all sorts of substrates. One of their favorite things would be a sponge.
It's like Velcro.
Oh, I see we have Melanie Johnson, who works with Erica and me at the Northwest Fishery Science Center. Hi, Melanie. We have not been to this site before, but Melanie, Erica, and I and the rest of our team operate an autonomous underwater vehicle. And Melanie has been looking at a lot of photos in this region. So Erica thought it would be great if Melanie could be on. Ooh, can we zoom in on that for a second?
The coral?
Yeah.
Sure thing. All right, Marley, you want to go ahead and push in?
Now, Liz, when we collect these, they want the whole thing with the base.
Yeah.
Is that my understanding?
Yes, I'm wondering about this.
Because that one's a bit bigger. Yes. So we've got to find a tweener between the last one and this one.
I think you need a Goldilocks there, yeah.
Yeah.
Too small, too big.
I was just, the only reason I thought of this one is because it's on a nice little rock. So we don't have to try to pluck it with the base. But I think you're right, it's too big.
Twist it up like some spaghetti.
Meredith, I think you just were mentioning your AUV imagery. I was curious, I wanted to ask you earlier, how long has the Northwest Fishery Science Center had an AUV program? Is that relatively new, or have y'all been doing that for a long time?
Erica? Oh, Erica maybe has dropped.
No, I'm here.
Oh, since 2005, we've been with an AUV program. We started with Woods Hole Oceanographic. They, Hanu Singh, who was at Woods Hole then, developed a seabed AUV, which is a bottom tracking AUV. And we went out with him using his AUV in 2005. And then we purchased our own with, actually, we did this in collaboration with the Pacific Islands Fishery Science Center. And we've been operating an AUV ourselves since, when was our first AUV delivered, Erica? Do you remember?
2009.
So we did a couple of years using Hanu's AUV. And in fact, we were down in this region in 2005 with his AUV, which was the first time we were in the Santa Lucia Bank area. And then have been operating an AUV since then.
And some marine debris. Got a soda
Big
can.
problem with AUVs, we can't get samples. We can't tell it what to do in flight. It's pre-programmed. We tell it where we want it to go, and we set it and forget it. Well, don't actually forget it. We watch it do its job on the seafloor, and then we recover it. But we don't get live photos, and we don't have any way to stop and take samples. And what depth are we at here, Erica? I can't. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can.
We're
see
at
that.
1294.
Yeah. So our AUV goes to about 2,000 meters, but I think this ROV goes to, what's your deepest depth for this ROV? 4,000? Do I remember that?
I think that is how much tether they have on the ship
Yeah.
currently. What about this guy? The bamboo?
Yeah, what do you think? Let's see what size rock he's on.
It looks a bit big, but we can see if we can snap them in half if you want.
What do you think, Erica? Shall we wait for better pickings?
I hesitate to do that because we've gotten skunked before. If there's a way to fold him up.
Yep, let's get it. And if we can get, I guess, the base. So if you could pick him up with the rock, maybe it up with the rock.
Sure. 1 sec. You gonna? Yeah, 15 or 20, whichever one you want. All right, Marley, let's have a look at this base real quick. Actually, sorry, stand by. I'll set down and just get it all in one go. Actually, this is a pretty good spot. All right, Ben, you want to do a favor? All right, Marley, go ahead and push in a bit there, please. I was pushing on the base there now. Looks like it's on a small rock back there.
Right in the middle.
It's hard to tell, isn't it?
Actually, it looks like it's growing on a sponge. That might be easier.
Yeah, roger that. All right, Marley, go ahead and come wide there, please. And then we can get one kind of framed up. That.
So pretty.
All right, come wide, Marley. All right, Marley, go ahead and push in there a bit, please. That rocks, thank you. So let's do a little excavation here real quick. Oh, it's part of a big rock. That is one big rock. Okay.
Does look like it's on that sponge.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, lay the excavation.
Is there a way to scrape off that sponge?
Yeah, we can try that out.
Okay.
Marley, and push in a little bit more there, please. Then. That is awesome. Thank you. Try my cutters. So I'm thinking, science, I might not have the right grab for it. I might have to reposition the rock. We have
Yeah, I
some.
was thinking you want to tip that rock over kind of on its side for better position for it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this one. Well, that rock's really inconveniently placed, isn't it? All right.
Nice.
Got it.
Well
So
done.
this guy is going to be pretty floaty, though. One can imagine.
Do we
Where do you
still
think we
have?
ought to put him?
I think B is. Is there anything in B yet? Forward B?
Both forward bio boxes are full.
Roger that. Yeah, we'll have to go to the starboard one. See if we can't shove it down into one of the boxes and have it pop out like a spring. All right. You guys got your pictures there? I'll go ahead and combine.
Yep, that sounds good.
All right. Yeah, science, if it keeps popping out, then we can cut it in half. Would that be desirable to you? Probably should have done this
That
before.
should be, I think that's fine as long as the base stays intact.
Roger that. I have a feeling this is just going to pop out when we put it in. Okay, let's try it out. And if we don't get it in there, then we'll cut it in half. And then Mary, you might want to make note that this will be a bit of a floaty one.
Okay.
Thanks, Kim. Mary, remind us the ones that we have open there.
We have B, C, and D open.
Let's do B so we have better viz on it. I have an idea. Yeah. My boa. Ah. Let's try it one more time.
Identification.
A little bit of lots going.
I like the spin technique.
Spaghetti noodles it up, yeah.
Some deep sea spaghetti.
Yeah, I probably should have cut it. That'd be good.
No.
All right, I'm just gonna cut off the rest of it and then, yeah. Guys seem like you
Stuff
got
away.
pretty good bit though. Still attached.
Would twisting it from there work?
Yeah, I'm
To
just gonna
bend
get it
it?
a little
It
bit
should be
closer on
pretty
the blades.
stiff.
Got it there.
Nice.
Want me to just shove this in there with it?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Damn.
Cool. You guys have it in 3 parts.
Wow, nicely done. You guys are great.
That was a good one. It's fun.
Waste not.
Thanks, Kim. Anything else to look at while we're here, or should we just keep bugging on?
I
think
think
we're-
we want to keep moving on towards the slope, right?
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
about 200 meters. So, and we're about 100 meters from the last transect. So I don't know if you guys want to just do a transect on the way to that slope or just get there without that.
Erica, I'm leaning toward just getting there. What do you think?
I would tend to agree. We've gotten lots of this cobble.
Should
Yeah.
be the same
So
speed if the transect doesn't give you room to explore. Yeah, we'll just keep going.
yeah,
Roger that.
let's just
Marley, that was probably why you were seeing more of the arms, because I was racked back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Let me, yes,
Of
thank you.
course.
you see a half of it is alive and half dead on that sponge.
Ooh, there's more of a barrel-y one coming up.
If we could just take a quick,
So which one did you want, science?
can we take a look at that barrel for just a second?
Oh yeah, sure. Thanks, Kim.
It's brown on the inside. Does that mean it's
Dead. Yeah.
dead?
Go ahead, Marley.
Definitely seems
That's great.
unhappy.
Yeah. Usually when you see a barrel like that, you'll see that the spicules on the outside are hairy like that and sediment covered, but usually it'll be clean white on